The thing you think disqualifies you from becoming a yoga teacher is actually the thing that will make you a great one. I've seen it happen hundreds of times, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works. I'm Sage Rountree. I've been training yoga teachers for more than 15 years, and the pattern I see over and over is this. The people who think they're the least likely candidates often become the most compelling teachers, not in spite of their backstory, because of it. If you've been circling the idea of teaching and you want a low-stakes way to explore it, I have a free mini course called Find Your Teaching Voice, link in the description. Now let me show you what I mean about your superpowers. Here's the framework. Your backstory gives you 4 things. Your audience. The people you're meant to teach are the people who are where you were. The nurse who came to yoga for stress relief teaches other healthcare workers. The runner who came to yoga after patellar tendonitis teaches other athletes navigating injury. The person who walked into a yoga class terrified of being the biggest body in the room teaches other people who feel that same fear. You don't have to teach everyone. You get to teach your people. And your people recognize you because you've been where they are. Your content, what you know from your life outside of yoga, becomes what you bring to the mat. The poker player understands odds, timing, and reading a room. Those are teaching skills. The therapist understands how to hold space without fixing. The parent who has spent years negotiating with small humans understands patience and flexibility in ways no textbook can teach. Your message. This is the thing you believe about yoga and about people that comes from your lived experience. Maybe it's that everybody belongs in the room. Maybe it's that slowing down is not the same as giving up. Maybe it's that strength looks different than we've been told. Your message comes from your story, and nobody else can deliver it the way you can. Your teaching voice. When you put your audience, your content, and your message together, you get something no other teacher has. Your voice. Not a copy of your favorite teacher's voice, not the generic yoga teacher voice you hear in every class. Yours. Let me give you some specifics because I think they help. I had a yoga teacher training graduate who was a professional poker player. The read the room skills, the ability to stay calm under pressure, the understanding of when to push and when to hold back, to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, those translated directly into teaching. Students loved his classes because there was a quality of presence and strategic thinking that you don't normally find in a yoga room. Another yoga teacher training graduate of mine came to yoga after a double knee replacement. She had to modify many of the poses in a standard class, but that limitation became her superpower, the ability to teach modifications that actually work because she had lived in them. That graduate's students felt genuinely seen in ways they hadn't experienced in other classes. I've had nurses, military veterans, stay-at-home parents, retirees, college students, homeschooled high schoolers, people who came to yoga at 65. Every single one of them brought something to the teaching that nobody else in the room could have brought. I know what some of you are thinking. That sounds nice, Sage, but I'm not special. I don't have a dramatic backstory. I'm just regular. There is no such thing as a regular life. Every single person has navigated something that gives them a unique lens for teaching. You might not see it yet. That's actually normal. Part of what a good yoga teacher training does is help you find it. And here's another thing. You are allowed to be a beginner. You're allowed to not have all the answers. You're allowed to stand at the front of a room and be the person who is still learning. In fact, that kind of honesty is what makes your students trust you. Nobody wants a yoga teacher who pretends to have it all figured out. They want a teacher who is real. When you're evaluating trainings, look for one that helps you find your voice, not one that replaces your voice with a template. A training that hands you scripts and sequences is training you to be a copy of someone else. A training that teaches you principles and then helps you apply them through your own experience, that's the one that will make you the teacher only you can be. I would love to hear from you. What is the life experience you bring to yoga? What's the thing you think might disqualify you? And what if it is actually your superpower? Drop it in the comments. I read every one. If you want to start exploring what your teaching voice might sound like, grab my free mini course, Find Your Teaching Voice. It's designed to help you connect the dots between who you are and the kind of teacher you could become. Link is in the description. And if you haven't watched it yet, my video on how to choose a 200-hour yoga teacher training walks you through the 5 things that actually matter. I'll link it right here. Subscribe if this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.